Welcome to Tea Time with Tillison. It's been a long time, apologies. So today we are talking, just a little tip I want to share with you about how to use Google Alerts for SEO, how to use Google Alerts for marketing. So it's a bit of a hidden gem actually, not a lot of people know about this. So I'm just going to show you. So let's share my screen. So head to Google Alerts. Okay, so what Google Alerts does is effectively it works a bit like Google. So you're searching Google, but what it's going to do is surface new content that matches your query. So let's use Twitter chats. So there's a blog post on our site with over 500 Twitter chats. I'll put a link in so you can go and find it. But I might want to go and build some links to that for SEO. So I might want to know when people are writing new blog content about Twitter chats and approach them and say, hey, look, I've got this really great resource. Maybe you'd like to link to it. So rather than every week or every month going and searching the web myself to go and find that new content, I can use Google Alerts to surface that for me as Google crawls and finds that new content. So we're searching for Twitter chats. So the option that Google Alerts gives me is I can get that delivered once a day straight to my inbox, which is kind of okay. I could do as it happens. So depending on what it is, if it's really kind of in the moment, you need to know immediately this happens, then you could do that. I'd recommend not doing it. It does get a bit annoying. My inbox is full enough anyway. So maybe once a week, but you could pick that option. But there's another option which we'll come back to, which is the one I tend to use. So which sources do we want? So depending on what you're monitoring for, you might want to monitor just blogs. So if you are link building for SEO, for example, you might be looking for blog content. You might be looking for web content, so standard web pages. You might be looking for discussions. So on forums, this kind of stuff, you might want to know when people are talking about maybe your brand. So you can monitor that and respond to it. But for this one, we're just going to use blogs and maybe discussions. Okay, so I want mine in English. You may want these in multiple languages. For this purpose, I might want any region, but depending on your business or what you're trying to use this for, you may want to limit this just to the United Kingdom or just to the USA or wherever you are. Okay, so that's fine. And then we can choose only the best results. So Google will only alert us when there are kind of good quality results. If your query is very, very specific, you probably want to set this to all results. The reason being, I've had this before, and we did this with a client in some coaching that we do, and they called me after a couple of weeks and said, look, there's just nothing coming through. And their query was actually on a specific website in a discussion forum, and they wanted to know when their brand was mentioned, and it just was never delivering any results. So we switched it to all results, and hey presto, they started getting some results through. So just kind of toy around with that, see what your results are like. Maybe start with only the best. If there are too few, then expand it, or start with all of them, see if you get a ton, and then change it. So we'll stick with only the best results. Now here's the little neat thing that I like. So we can deliver this to an RSS feed, and that will deliver as it happens to an RSS feed. Okay, so it's then going to deliver blogs and discussions about Twitter chats that feature that term in English in any region, and it's going to deliver all of them to an RSS feed. So let's go ahead and do that. So the next thing we get is we'll then get our RSS feed. I can copy the link address, and this is the cool part. So you could use an app like Feedly, which I particularly like, and I use this app. And Feedly allows you to pull together RSS feeds. So you could subscribe to the BBC News or wherever you want, but with this, what we're doing is we've created an RSS feed, and we can get a neat little feed like this of our results. So then we can go through these and click on them and read them and go, oh, hey, I need to contact this person. Okay. The other thing you can do is, if you want to automate this a bit more, is you can use an app like Zapier. Okay, so Zapier will does a ton of stuff. I love Zapier, but this instance is pull in your RSS feed, and every time there is a blog post or a new mention of the phrase you can make it do stuff, and it will connect with a heap of apps. So you could make it put a new row in your Google Sheet, and then in your project management system, so this will keep things neat and tidy, you could just reference that Google Sheet, and every week or two click on that Google Sheet, go and look at the links in there, make some comments, decide whether you're going to do anything about it. If you wanted to, you could push a task straight into Slack, or what else have we got in here? Todoist. We've got what else? We've got CRM systems, we've got Infusionsoft, you know, all the usual ones you would expect. So HubSpot, heap of stuff in here. So you can push these in and just go, here's an action, go and look at this and do something. Okay, so that is a really quick way of just how you can monitor for a specific term, and then either just get them delivered by email. I'd probably start with that, have a play around, see how the results are. Once you're happy with the kind of results that you're getting, and you can feed that into your SEO strategy, then you could start maybe, okay, I don't want that in my inbox. I want to go and check these out in Feedly, and I'll action from there. Or I can use Zapier, and I can create a Zap to push that into my project management tool or my CRM system, or push it into a Google Sheet, and I can action them from there. So I hope that's helped you to understand how to use Google Alerts effectively, and there's some good Google Alerts tips in there for you. Anytime you want some more tips, you can contact us, and we do a heap of coaching for people if you want to learn how to do this, or of course we manage these projects. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hit subscribe, and hopefully we'll help you out sometime.